I was scrolling through the news the other day, and you're not going to believe this. Guess what is the most profitable video game company in the world? Nintendo. I am. This makes me laugh to no end because if you guys, it was not that long ago. This just happened. The PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, these are supercomputers. These are ridiculously advanced consoles. And I was waiting to see what Nintendo would do because I like seeing markets go at it. I like seeing companies go at it. Nintendo is still sticking with the Switch released in 2016. They haven't even touched it. And more importantly, you're not going to believe this. With the Switch, do you know what kind of games you can get? Like PlayStation, you get some in-depth stuff. You get Uncharted, you get Spider-Man, Wolverine's coming pretty soon, The Last of Us. These are super in-depth, narrative-driven games. They're fantastic. They're amazing. Xbox, you could play Halo, Gears of War, Starfield's coming next year. More in-depth stuff. I mean, these are incredible titles. Seriously. You know what Nintendo's got? Mario. Kirby just came back. They're continuing the Pikmin franchise. Guys, these are franchises that were big 30 years ago in most cases. They just keep bringing it back. Like Super Smash Brothers, I remember, came out like 20 years ago originally. I think it was for the GameCube, I want to say. And right now, it's been out for not quite, but close. We're running up on 10 years, and they're still selling the daylights out of it. Mario Kart 8 has become the biggest selling video game of all time. Why? I mean, how is this possible? How did they just stick with... How are they doing this? Here's a little something that Sony and Microsoft haven't figured out. I bet they'll have to figure this out at some point, but let me tell you something they haven't figured out just yet. It's all about science. It's all about the brain. Nintendo knows precisely what they're doing. They are relying on nostalgia. Okay? They're relying on nostalgia. Get this. There's a guitarist I like to watch on YouTube, Beyond the Guitar, run by Nathan Mills, and he plays a lot of movie themes and video game themes. Sometimes it's not even like current. Like he'll play like the themes from Monsters Incorporated, stuff like old Pixar movies and things. It's fantastic. But somebody asked him why he did that. He explained he's literally taking advantage of your nostalgia. He's saying there's so many people who write to him and tell him, oh, wow, this makes me feel so nice. I have this warm feeling. I feel so happy. I have all these good memories about this movie or this video game, and you playing through the soundtrack gave that to me. He was literally relying on science. Well, this is precisely what Nintendo is doing. This is not accidental. They're not low on ideas. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. No, they're relying on your nostalgia. They're capturing all markets. They're capturing an older market who remembers 30 years ago this sort of thing, and they're at the same time capturing a new audience today. It's genius. It is brilliant. It means you don't have to constantly pump out the latest, greatest. You don't have to wonder what people want. You just keep giving them more of the same thing. Oh yeah, update it here and there, tweak it a little bit. But bringing back all these great memories for people is precisely what Nintendo's doing, especially with their streaming service they launched. You can play now. Your Switch can now become a 64, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and an NES all at once. Nostalgia. They're literally profiting off of it. They're profiting off of it big time. And it's making them a lot of money. It's amazing. It's hilarious. I had to share that with you. This is something Sony and Microsoft haven't even figured out. That is why Nintendo dominates and will probably continue to dominate till Kingdom Come.